OK, let's give you the Town side now, because it's a tremendous reception that greeted them as they got onto the pitch tonight. And of course Valentine's Day today, but I don't think there'll be any love shown between the two sides. In goal, of course, Paul Crichton. Number 2 is John McDermott. 3, Gary Croft. 4, Ashley Fickling comes in. Of course, we have injury to Peter Handyside, a bit long term at the moment. Ball goes forward. Julian Dix is to chase it. In actual fact, Dix wasn't there. So number 4, Ashley Fickling. 5, Mark Lever. 6, Paul Groves, a skipper. 7, Gary Childs. 8 is Shaky. 9, Neil Woods. 10, Jamie Forrester. And 11, Nicky Southall. Oh, a nice back heel. It'll be the first corner of the game. The men on the bench for Town: Steve Livingston, Jim Dobbin and Big Graham Roger. The West Ham United side, of course, is wearing squad numbers. In goal, Ludek Miklosko. Steve Potts plays number 4. Julian Dix, of course, wears number 3. That is his own shirt, just about. We'll see what happens from this corner first. Or we may not just yet. Mark Reaper is 8. Alvin Martin back in the side, playing number 5. Good corner, near post. The flick on was good, but over the top. Another corner kick, though. So Alvin Martin comes in after an injury layoff at 5. Danny Williamson plays 20. Ian Bishop is 7. Michael Hughes is 24. Keith Rowland, as far as we know, is unnumbered, but I'm sure he's got a number there somewhere. Tony Cotty is 9, and Ian Dowie, the man who scored the equalising goal at Upton Park last week, plays with number 14 on his back. Corner number 3. Les Seeley, Dale Gordon and John Harks are the men on the bench. And tremendous atmosphere in here tonight, no question about it. I think everybody got in good time by the looks of things. We've got a full house. Another corner, nasty one flicked on, might have gone a bit too much. I suspect that's Mark Lever, lays it back well to Gary Croft. In it comes. Another corner is saved. Julian Dix. Nice ball to Dowie and a nice layoff. This is Rowland again. Bishop. Good play, stroking the ball about. They'll put this one forward again. This is a good run made here. Outside the area. Well held by Paul Crichton. He wanted to think about the early throw. He's now found Fickling. Paul Crichton with it. Good distance again. Fickling. Groves. Ooh, nearly a nice turn by Forrester. I think this is Fickling again, is it? Oh, good ball. Forrester, look at the right. That's the ball. Gary Childs, surely, yeah, off the line. The linesman says yes. The linesman says it's over the line.
The man from Del Monte says yes. And there's an idiot on the pitch. Get him off. That was a brilliant move all along. Yep. And Forrest did it ever so well.
Forrester's ball was a killer.
I thought he was going to have a go, and he didn't. He swung it across, and Grimsby are 1-0 up.
And Gary Childs loves it. He wasn't over the line by much, but that man that Martin's just been homing in on was dead in line, and Town go 1-0 in front after 24 minutes. Gary Childs. And Gary was very confident. Neil Woods backing in a little bit, nothing has been given. Hooked away. Mark Lever, Dowie out jumps him. Fickling tried to measure it. Alvin Martin was there though. Long range. Paul Crichton had to be sure, but it was going to take something to beat him from that distance.
Well, me and Paul Crichton had a bet when I was walking across there. He said, I'm going to keep a clean sheet tonight, Rowley. So I said, I'll have a five away, but that includes the penalties. Which the bet will be off anyway now because we've scored.
That's right. That's right. 32 minutes gone, 1-0 to Town. Bishop. Fickling did well. Did well. Paul Crichton, not so well, but he's got the distance. Gary Childs almost did well, but Julian Dix now again. Still Julian Dix. Picked off by Town, Paul Groves. Dix is after him. Groves holds him off. Now then, Forrester. That's the ball inside. Jamie Forrester will go alone now. Let's go. And Nicky Southall, if Well, you don't know, dear, but I mean, just wanting to clip it up to that far post.
Stanley Matthews couldn't have clipped it to that post at that speed he was going. Now, I think he had one thing in mind.
He'd got his head down.
And he was going to have a crack no matter what, and I think the lad was right.
Yeah. 2 minutes to half-time. Second corner for West Ham. Danny Williamson looks like the man with it. 7 men forward. Hit well and met well, but it's come straight back to Williamson, who will get another chance straight back in. Whoop. Shades of handball, it's looped back in there. I thought the referee was weak there. Williamson drifting wide. Julian Dix straight through the middle and met well by Ficklin. Comes straight back though. Williamson wants the ball back, doesn't get it. Neil Woods, Forrester's on the run, and there goes the half-time whistle. Good first half for Town. We are 1-0 in front, thanks to one, a very good move, and secondly, a very cool finish by Gary Childs.
Yeah, I think that just about says it all, John. I think we deserve to be going in 1-0 up, and let's hope we can keep it up in the second half. I think the next 15 minutes of play is going to be very vital.
I'm sure it will be. We'll look forward to the second half. Welcome back to the second half, everyone. Town kicking towards the pontoon stand. Getting an early touch to Forrester. Turning away well. Gary Childs is available. Still Gary Childs. Ball didn't go out of play. McDermott, good run. Nearly a good ball. Alvin Martin held the challenge off well. Well in by Ficklin. Now Nicky Southall. Ball shot away from him. Ball still in play. Well played Forrester. Good turn. There's a square. Whoa, Woods. Martin held him off. A good challenge in the end, but Martin was holding him off in the first place.
Penalty.
Macca, Gary Childs, nice little header. Forrester, whoops, given away. And there's no good standing there looking at it. This is Bishop. Good save.
Is it quite right? It was a bad pass from Forrester.
Third corner for West Ham. Everybody forward just about for them. Going to swing in. Low. Not hit well enough. Bishop gets it back, edge of the area. And a good effort. Wide, but it's dangerous effort. That's a good play that by Macca, who took a good shove in the back. Forrester, Macca's on his way. It's a good ball. Good early ball. McDermott's caught it. 3 in the middle. Great cross. Who's in there? Southall. Good effort. Bishop. Well in by Shaky. Gary Childs now. John McDermott. Still Macca. Back to Gary Childs. Neil Woods. Buffeting. Southall. Oh! It was worth his while taking it off the foot because Nicky Southall was right in front of the goal for that one.
Yeah, it was a good effort. The ball was running away, hit it. You can't ask for any more. Just about an hour of the game gone. It's still 1-0 to Grimsby Town. McCloskey. Through everybody in midfield. Dowie gets in there. Paul Groves. Neil Woods, who took a shove again from behind. Gary Childs, oh, good play. There's the ball. Neil Woods, surely! Oh, marvellous goal. And what a ball by Gary Childs. An absolute inch-perfect pass by Gary, and Neil Woods finds his touch. Absolutely, but let's not get too confident. We're playing a Premier League side here who have got a good record. Gary Childs, magnificent. Woodsy, absolute superb. That's a gem of a goal. Gary Childs made that. I'm not going to say that the pass was better than the goal because it was a great finish by Neil Woods, but that pass was inch perfect onto his chest, and Neil Woods, well, that's what we all know that Neil can do. Took it perfectly, drew McCloskey and slid the ball past him.
Well, I said we've got to hold them in the first 15 minutes of the second half. We've done better, we've scored another one.
We've done better, yes, quite right. Well, West Ham have really got to come out now. An hour gone, Town go 2-0 up. McCloskey. Well stayed by Groves, he's kept the position well. Oh, lovely again. Once more Gary Childs, and here's Nicky Southall chasing the ball into the corner. Still Nicky Southall, good ball. Look at this, Ficklin, surely. Whoa, that's a penalty. Whoa. I can only think he got a bit of the ball first, but it was a close one.
I think it might have been a little bit harsh, but he certainly took the ball, but he took the man as well.
Yes. Here's the run, Bishop. Look at this. Still Bishop. Oh dear. Paul Crichton with a kick. 10 minutes of the game left. Flicked on well by Groves. Bishop. Groves gets in there. Forrester's there. Groves again skids past him. This is Hughes. Through the middle. Great challenge. And again. Ian Bishop. Floats over the top. Well up. Whoops, we have to get to Gordon. He's laid it back, and he's laid it back to Gary Childs. Long raking ball by Gary Childs. And a good ball, Neil Woods. Southall's gone inside. Groves is behind. I think Neil Woods will go alone. This is where he's good. Drags it back. Surely Gary Childs. Off the line by Reaper. Bishop. Marvellous football by Town.
Brilliant by Woody, brilliant.
Whoa. And the substitution about to be made by Town. This is not surprising. And Gary Childs, who's run himself into the ground out there tonight, gets a standing ovation. He's scored one goal and he's made another.
Well, I think anybody who comes off this field is going to get a standing ovation.
Oh, yeah. On comes big old Livo. 2-0 to Town. Up goes Livo. Paul Groves. Neil Woods turns it away from the defender well. Look at this, 2 men after him, lays it back now. This will be Fickling. Inside is Forrester. Livo says I'll have that over the top, or Groves says I'll have it over the top. Still Paul Groves, surely. I don't think he quite made up his mind whether he was going to go for that bottom corner or square it.
I was looking for somebody to run onto it and there was nobody.
Yeah.
But I thought he was offside.
I did as well. Surprised that the decision didn't come. Through the middle, Cotty after it. Well in by Croft. Cotty's still going though. Good control. Nasty cross, half away by Town, but look at Bishop in space, 30 yards out. Well, not on his best form, and if Martin pans in behind the goal, there's an awful lot of the West Ham fans who are making an early exit. Good goal kick. Fickling. Neil Woods, good touch on. Livo had gone a shade early, and Reaper there, things looking grim for him.
Look at this.
Through the middle again, that's the ball that they like. Nasty. Oh, Dowie. Good save again. Had to go for it.
Well, the West Ham supporters are going out in droves.
I know, they've had enough. The referee, Mr. Hart, quite content to let things go on. 5 minutes of the game left, we reckon. Reaper's header. Livingston. Neil Woods. Good layoff. This is Forrester. Still Jamie Forrester.
Fickling in support, Neil Woods, good touch. Jamie Forrester, Woods again, it'll come backwards once more. Fickling, Forrester, good turn. Livo's available, just taken away from him. Town are standing off a little bit, look at the man unmarked, Bishop of all people. Tries to drive it in, Town get the block. Julian Dix up there with the attack. Deep cross, Dowie looking for it, man free at the far post. That's 3 particularly good saves in 10 minutes that he's had to make now.
Truthfully, I agree up to now, 1 minute remaining. But I'll tell you this, a goalkeeper never lets them in at that angle.
No.
Shouldn't do.
No. Corner taken. Men in there, blocked again, and away by Town again. Throws out early to Bishop. We reckon time is up. And I reckon that Town have got this one. Good ball. Good ball. It was Woods who was offside. Let's have a look. Surely. Oh yes, let's have this. Forrester. 3 will do. 3 will do very, very nicely. The ball was good. The shot in was good. And Forrester picks up the pieces to make it 3-0. And there's been many an occasion like that, Rowley, when we've actually taken West Ham apart.
Absolutely. This scoreline is not flattering. And I'll tell you what, they'll all say West Ham had an hard game on Monday. They've had an harder bugger tonight, believe me. And they deserve it. This is one of the greatest nights at Blundell Park ever.
And the whistle is about to be blown. West Ham still trying to play football, but it's a lost cause now. Dowie, long range for Bishop. Cotty, long range for Julian Dix, and over the stand. Not quite.
The people in the pubs will let a teletext on and they won't believe what's happening. I'll tell you, they should do, they should be here.
And look at the press around the Town bench. Paul Crichton with a goal kick. Shaky just asking the referee how long's left. Julian Dix out jumps Livingston.
That was a great run as well. I think it was Grosey again won it to make the third.
I'm not giving credit to the man who put the shot in. I'm looking to Martin for guidance. We think it was Nicky Southall. Here's Julian Dix. Well wide. Goal kick for Town. The stand to our right is nearly empty now of West Ham fans. And there's been about 8,300 people in here tonight, I think the crowd was given out as being, and they've seen a cracking performance. And there goes the final whistle, Rowley. And what a great performance by Grimsby Town.
Superb, absolutely superb. And I'll tell you something, I'm so happy for Brian Lords. I am so over the moon for him.
Well, I think we're happy for everything.
Yeah, and the team, everything tonight had been a fairy tale ending. And I'll tell you what, they shouldn't have a man of the match, they should have a team of the match.
Yes, without harping on about the events of the last week or the last few days, I think it's nice that they have hopefully now been overshadowed by what was nothing less than a marvellous performance here by Grimsby Town on the night. West Ham had a couple of half chances but couldn't make anything of it, and Town come out worthy winners here after this second or after this replay. 3-0.